everyone. Welcome to Bistro Ginkgo, the longevity cuisine. Today we make the lesson 3 and a lot of dumpling and a lot of wrapped dishes. And I want to show you how to make, now it's Baozi. Baozi is with yeast, and where the outside is fluffy and it's bigger. Normally it's bigger. So I use the yeast. We'll take only the part. And the water is like your temperature. It's like 37, 36 degrees. If you think it's like very comfortable, don't go over 40. And if you have time, actually you can also use cold water, not the ice water like the US people have the ice cola, not that, but actually if you have the tap water with 10, 15 degrees, it's also okay. It takes a little bit longer time. Okay, so yeah, I have this with my temperature, my normal temperature, and then the yeast is going to water. And now, how much water? It's very crucial. So it's like to be or not to be. What is first? The egg or chicken? What is first? And when I was a child, I was 6 years old. I asked my mom, how much water? Then the mom said, if you have too much flour, add water. If you have too much water, then add flour. At the very beginning, my dough was 1 kilo or 2. I don't know. I couldn't. But if you made it a few times, you have this in the feeling. And in Bistro Ginkgo, once I measured, because I want to give the class, I think it's quite like, let's say 100. So you can start with 40% and going to less than 50%.
Volume or weight? From
the weight of the flour. Okay. So if you have 40%, I really weighed it. If you have 40%, this is too much water now. If I have if I have 40%, it's like noodle. It's noodle spaghetti. Then it's almost 40%. And 50% is much than this. You cannot really use it. So something like 45%, I think. But I'm not sure. So just try. And I never use something to measure it, because it's makes simple things difficult. You don't need that. Why? You don't need that. Look at me. It's completely without. Then it's ready. And at Bistro Ginkgo, once we had the kitchen aide helped me to do that. And but it's very difficult, because if I lost my feeling between my hand, then if I do that, so I don't. I have the feeling. I don't have to measure. And how I did measure, I did 1 liter and just use, and I calculated with minus. Then I found out what is the right portion I want to have. Then when I worked with kitchen aide to let the machine make the dough for me, then I only need to have how much is the meal, the flour, and how much is the water. So you get it out. Otherwise, if you just do like me at the beginning, then you cannot get the right portion. Yeah, you don't have the recipe with the volume. But the Chinese recipe is always without volume. Always. I choose the dough being a little bit fast, a little bit dry, because during the fermentation it would be get softer. Some water comes out from the dough, so that's the reason I put the flour in it. I use my left hand because I hurt myself. I hurt myself with the replanting of a small tree from one pot to the other. Then at that time, maybe 10 days ago, I hurt myself, so I cannot use my force with the right hand. But the left is also working, you know. And this is also very healthy because if you use the left hand, your right half of your brain is working. The right half of your brain is for art, is for parasympathicus, is for fun, is for music, is for dancing, is for poem, is for love. So it's quite funny. If you have time, just to train your left with the left hand to do something, or if somebody is a left hand person, try your right hand, you know. So this is ready.